Blake Cook. Good to finally meet.
Great to meet you, Sean. Thanks for having me on the show. It's an absolute honor to be sitting in the chair that some people that I consider to be amazing men have sat in. So thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. So I get nervous before every one of these things, so I like to do a warm-up. It's like 100-something episodes. I still get anxiety before every one of these.
Good, let's do that because I'm nervous too. So
you are. Everybody is, man. But a good warm-up I like to do is EDC pocket dumps. Lots of people are just, including myself, want to know what guys like you are carrying around to protect yourself every day. So being a military war combat veteran and a very seasoned law enforcement officer, with all the stuff that you've seen, what kind of stuff are you carrying with you every day?
In my pocket right now, I have just a standard multi-tool, many different purposes for whatever you need. I have a
what brand is that?
This is a Leatherman Skeletal. I really like it because if you're shooting and stuff like that, it comes with multiple little screwdrivers and Starkey, and it's a really good tool, just a piece of kit to have on you at all times. It's got tons of things. It's got a knife.
Can I see that?
Yeah, check it out. It's so you can take this out and then adjust it to a smaller size, and then it's got a secondary option here that you can pull out. So if you're zeroing like a pistol red dot, it's got a smaller one too, and then it's got a little star key. But yeah, check it out. It tucks right in there. Super cool.
Oh, that's thin.
Yeah, it's very light, small.
That's like not any bigger than a regular blade.
Man, $90. That's it. $90.
Nice.
Let's see. That's all I got in my pockets. We call these little blue bracelets. You take it off. I think Kyle showed it on maybe on the show. It's pretty much can be used as flex cup. So it comes out. It's got a acoustic knot where you can skid it down and be able to detain somebody that needs to be detained.
But that comes in handy with the wife, huh?
Yeah. Yes, it does. I have a Nomadic Watch Company watch. I love this watch. It's actually, they're made out of Belfast. And I got Kyle one for his birthday too. But on the back of it, they do customize.
Oh,
so on the back of it, you can see where it says BB2, and then it has with you on the little ship propeller.
Oh man, that is cool.
Well, I think nice watches are a great.
I love the ones with the windows in the back.
Oh, I do too. I mean, just the craftsmanship of the whole thing, just based on the history of Belfast and Ireland and all that. Man, it's a great looking watch too. Watches, like nice watches, you don't have to have something super crazy, but if you're really in a pinch and you don't have cash, man, and you need a ride or you need something, this is just a bartering tool. Like if you want this, man, just take it. These are $1,500. Take it. If it gets me out of a crappy situation, have it, man. Especially if I don't carry cash or anything on me. But this is mainly what I carry every day with me in the gym. You saw Kyle had one earlier. This is a Whiskey 7 makes these. It's a fanny pack. Carry it everywhere. I cross carry it on my chest, my back. I wear it on my around my waist. But in the front pocket, I always keep a flashlight. And then I have a extra set of one of these bracelets.
Nice.
Yep. And you can actually have this one too, Sean.
Oh, nice.
I have another one.
My wife will say thank you as well.
And then front pouch. I have a Staccato C. One of the new pistols that just came out. I have a tourniquet.
You carry... Hold on. You carry that in there? Is that in a holster or anything?
It is. So I forgot the name of what they call this, but it's Velcro.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then It fits right in there.
You carry one in the pipe?
I do, especially because these have multiple safeties. It's got the grip safety, and then I have the safety engaged up here also, which is something that I'm having to learn to manipulate, especially coming out of this. Like I need to get the reps, more and more reps, especially being able to manipulate this. It's a good gun. It's a little heavy, but I really, really enjoy it. I have a tourniquet that I carry in here. You know, tourniquets very important. We live at the beach, so I keep tourniquets in all my bags, shark attacks, anything like that. So
I got something for you real quick.
yeah.
So I got a buddy, it's Sig, his name's Jason. And I told him you were coming on and he wanted me to give this to you.
Oh wow.
Do you like Sig?
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a bunch of SIGs. Wow, this is the Legion.
Yeah, that's the 365 Macro Legion.
Man, I've been wanting one of these. I have the regular one, but the Legion is
Yeah.
superior.
It's
Wow.
it's all metal, man. You know,
Yeah.
they don't make they
It's
don't
got
make
the-
anything all metal anymore.
No,
so it's nice
everything's-
to see something like
That feels
that.
good. That metal feels good. And
Plus
it comes
it's-
with the
it's
red dot.
17 plus 1, so 18 round carry capacity. Yeah, and they redid their entire optics line as well. So
Man, that is really nice. I don't get a lot of cool gifts, so thank you.
hey, you're welcome.
Man, that is beautiful.
You're welcome. Jason will be stoked.
That feels really good too. I have little baby hands, so this
Dry
this is
fire.
nice.
Let's see what you think.
That's a light trigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Tell them I said thank you for real.
I will.
This is man. That's nice. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't really get a lot of cool gifts, so thanks. Wow.
So tourniquet.
Tourniquet, man. I think tourniquets are huge. I carry them. Got a couple in my vehicle. We go to the beach. I've seen a lot of people bleed out because they don't have a tourniquet on them. You
Yeah.
know, civilians. You know, a lot of people accidentally shoot themselves cleaning their guns, and they don't have tourniquets or any way to stop the bleeding.
I've had that happen.
Really?
Not to me.
Yeah. You're
Thank
still
God.
here.
But no, the very first course I ever ran, which was over 10 years ago now, very first course. It was we had a guy that he was one of these 3-gun national champions or whatever, you know, and he kept coming in the holster real fast. And we kept telling him, we're like, hey, like you drew your gun out for, I know like you're a speed shooter and you know what you're doing and everything, but here, for tactical reasons, you never need to come in your holster like super fast. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
no.
why you're doing that, but you brought it out for a reason. You want to scan, and then putting your gun away would be the last thing you do. And there's no reason to go, you know, and
No.
holster. And you didn't listen.
I've seen that a lot with
Shot himself right in entry exit wound right through the leg. And
Did he have a tourniquet?
He didn't, but we did.
You see, that's
Cut
what
his pants off.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like anybody that owns a gun or shoots a gun, you should have a tourniquet with you at all times. Like
Yeah.
you just they're proven to save lives.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
He's still with us, by the way. He's totally fine. He actually showed up at the end of the class because he wanted to find the round that he shot himself with. I was like, man, that's not like that's not a
Souvenir.
bragging token by any means.
That's the round I shot myself
and,
with.
And I don't think you're gonna find it. But
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
just the rest is just the medical stuff.
give me
This is huge. This is just a flex cuff. This is actually, you know, I keep one of these. Sometimes I'll even have these in my pocket, like, especially if I'm going like overseas or anywhere vacation. These are huge because what I've learned in my police career is if you give bad people, if you don't take away their ability to move right away, then their brain is going to convince them that they can escape. And that means if escape is either going to be trying to kill you or get up and run. But once you get something on their wrists and you take away that little bit of freedom, it almost defeats them.
Yeah.
I keep these because active shooter, anything, the moment that I get somebody at gunpoint, right? It's not a hard thing. Everybody knows how to work what? A zip tie. This is just a big zip tie. I can have a bystander, hey, get that big zip tie out of my fanny pack and put them in his hands. Because I don't want that bad person to be laying on the ground thinking about their avenue of escape. How are they going to escape? I'd rather just get them in some sort of a restraint, and then now I can holster, and then I can deal with them. But I have to take away their hands. I have to take away, these can kill me. I have to take that ability away. These are huge, man. They fit right in your pocket.
Yeah.
Airports, airplanes, right? This goes in my bag on the airplanes.
Where do you get those?
Oh man, I just Googled single flex cuff. I got 75 of them for $13 on Amazon. Feel it. It's strong. We try to break them.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you had techniques that you could, but the average Joe isn't really going to know how to defeat that.
Yeah.
I keep it because you ever see the videos on Instagram where people are like losing their minds on airplanes?
Good
They're like losing it.
Yeah.
And nobody has a way to restrain that person besides taking off belts and trying to make something. TSA doesn't bat an eye at that. It goes in my bag, and if God forbid if I ever have to use it, it's there. It's nothing crazy. So let's have some chest seals and things like that in here.
This for the wife and the flex cuffs for you, right?
That's it, man.
Right. What other kind of medical you got in there? Don't breeze through it. Let's see it all.
So we have a chest seal, right? A lot of people get shot in the chest. It's a good thing to have. It folds up to almost nothing. I keep combat gauze, packaging, and I think I have another packaging here.
Nice.
Just simple stop the bleed stuff. Whether I get shot or somebody gets shot, something where I can just stop it, get it contained, and then get back to work and do whatever I need to do. But those are that's it. Those are just, I keep it simple. They're just they fold up nice. They fit really nice in this pack. So inside this pack, let me show you this pack. It's a collaboration we did with Whiskey 7. It's got the logo on the front, but inside this pack, it's got this is how I stow my medical devices. It's got
it's got some
stuff in
elastic
there,
band.
yeah. And it holds it up nicely behind it, and I can also stuff things inside of it. You can pack a lot of stuff in this. Kyle just recently took a trip, and he didn't take the gun, but he had things in it, right? So people just look at it and think, oh man, it's a nerd with a fanny pack, right? We're trying to bring that back, but you put a lot of stuff in this, man. It's a lot of life-saving equipment can go in this, and it tucks away nice. Nobody ever bats an eye at it. Everybody just thinks that we're cell phone car keys, and it's life-saving equipment in here. I have it on me at all times. Yeah, that's it.
Do you keep any cash on you?
No, because I'm poor. But no, normally I keep about $200.
Okay.
I keep about $200. Nothing crazy. And I do have cash like in my safe for emergency purposes because, God forbid if we have another Microsoft outage again nationwide, your debit cards and things like that aren't going to work. But I do keep a decent amount of cash in my safe at the house.
Right.
I'll keep about $200 on me for this because, cash is king. They say it all the time at car lots. Cash is king, and it's a good way to. Everybody wants cash. If I need to pay somebody $200 to do something or get out of somewhere, it's a good bit of tool to have. To keep on you.
Yeah. So speaking of medical, I started working with this company, Snake Staff Systems. Have you ever heard of them?
Man, I'm so glad you pulled that out because the boys in Alaska that we were training last 2 weeks ago, they had these. And I thought it was the most interesting thing that I've ever seen. That is awesome.
There's a whole bunch of positives to this tourniquet. Sorry, I just broke the chem light here. But, the thing, I love these guys because they have all these different little products they do that are just solving problems. And that cat tourniquet that you have, it's not going to work on pets or small children.
Yeah.
And I know you're a father. I'm a father too. And when they said that, they were, look how small that gets. You know?
Yeah, I have a service dog too. Her name's Bonnie. She goes with me everywhere, man.
Really?
Yeah. So to be able to know that that is for canines too, man, that's yeah.
And they are, I mean, they made this to solve that problem. And I was like, man, I've never thought of that, you know, like that those cats don't fit on children.
No, not at all.
And you know, the other thing when I was working with them, they said, you know, look, we don't even care if people buy our tourniquets. They're like, but we see all these military guys and LEs come in, and they have these knockoff tourniquets from Amazon that haven't been tested. And this is the last thing you want to break if you need a tourniquet. And so they were just saying, just whether it's another reputable brand or ours, we just want people to have good tourniquets. So I got one for you and one for Kyle.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, we were just looking at these. We were just talking about this.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you want connected with the company. I'd love
Yeah, I do.
I'd
Yeah.
love to connect you guys because they do make really good stuff. But
I got you a gift.
oh
got
man,
you a
I
gift.
love presents.
There you go.
Any hints?
No.
Oh man. All right.
So that shirt, the button up, that's Born Primitive Tactical. It's the shirt that I have on now. They put their logo on the left sleeve and then the Blue Baron logo on the right sleeve, right there.
Oh man, this is
Yeah,
nice.
super nice.
Thank
and
you.
it is super comfortable too. Like it stretches. It's a great company.
That is nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will wear that proudly.
And then that, you're the first to get that. That is our first merch drop that we're doing. It's Own the Night. So it's black on black.
Very cool.
Yeah, our Patreon members will be the first ones to be able to actually get access to the drop. But man, it came out nice. That black on black looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Should be a hat and a
Nice
patch.
material too.
Yeah. That's also I think Born Primitive material too. So
Hat
hat and patch.
and a patch.
Yep, that's it. That's
Yeah.
We Own the Night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will wear these proudly. I appreciate that. So Blake, we got to get some knowledge from you too.
Before we get
Got a
started,
bunch.
can I say a prayer?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Yes, you can say a prayer, but wait just a second, please. What is the number one thing? I mean, you guys train, I don't know how many people you train, probably thousands and thousands of people across the US that are wanting to learn how to protect themselves and protect their homes and stuff. And so I'm curious, when it comes to everyday carry, what is the number one mistake you see newbies making?
Oh man, I think the biggest mistake is people trying to find the latest, coolest thing that's on the market that they see on social media, and they don't train with it. They don't know how to use it. You know, somebody could see that, okay, cool, we got combat gauze. I'm going to go on American Rescue and I'm going to order combat gauze, but do you know how to apply it? Do you know how to use it? If you get anything, whatever tool that you get, you need to become proficient with it, learn about it, because in those environments, when you have to use that, your heart rate's going to be elevated, your breathing's going to be heavy, you're going to be scared, you're going to be in a very critical incident. It's not just going to be like, oh, cool, I know how to use it. You have to train with it, because if you don't, you're going to pull it out. You might not even remember it's there because you don't practice with it. You're going to pull it out, it's going to be a foreign object to you. And it's in those seconds, especially if you're shot or cut in an artery or something, you're talking a minute. So that's the biggest mistake is a lot of people have the right gear.
Mm-hmm.
And they spend the money on the gear, but nobody spends the money on the training, how to use it.
Yeah.
They just like the cool factor. Well, guess what, brother? When you're laying on the ground and you're bleeding out, the cool factor is gone. You have to know how to use it. And I think that's the biggest problem.
That's a great quote. When you're laying there on the ground, the cool factor's over.
It's gone.
I've not heard anybody say
You're not
that.
cool no more, man. You're dying.
Yeah.
do you know how to use the equipment that you spent the money on? And if your answer is no, then man, that's a long minute for you to lay there and think about, man, I don't know how to use this. Because there is no second chance. There is no respawn. Know what you have and know how to use it.
That's a great, I mean, I take that as a piece of advice too, and it's interesting because most people with the type of experience that you have are all saying the exact same thing. The number one mistake they see is people are way too wrapped up in the cool factor and the gear and not enough in the fundamentals of whatever tool they're trying to.
Man, if you're going to carry medical equipment and you're going to spend money on it, man, you need to go take a dedicated medical class.
Yeah.
Trauma class. Not anything crazy, right? Just stop the bleed. And there are tons of knowledgeable people on this that courses aren't even that much, and you can learn a lot. But you somehow make excuses how you don't have the time.
Yeah.
You have the time. Because again, we're talking about a minute. So you either can invest in the time, or that 1 minute that you're dying is going to be the only time that you thought that you had. It's time. You have to train with it.
Yeah.
And there's tons of classes out there. And same with anything, man, like shooting, right? A lot of people they'll go and spend all these money on all these expensive guns, but man, you don't even know how to reholster right.
Yeah.
You know? It's the little things that really matter, in my opinion.
Great piece of advice. One last question before we move on to the big interview. What do you shoot for fun?
Like gun-wise or?
Yeah, gun-wise. That's a personal question. I got into these revolvers, man. I just got the Smith & Wesson 500. Smith & Wesson
I've shot those
500.
once. Those are huge.
It's amazing.
I'm just a big, I enjoy shooting the staccatos. I think they shoot fast. They shoot accurate. It's a gun that I don't stress about shooting. Like, I don't get frustrated because my trigger pull sucked. It's very little mistakes with those guns, and I just enjoy it. It's made shooting fun for me again because, I think it's they say it makes a good shooter great, right? So, and that's true. Like that's what I enjoy shooting. It's and then suppressed ARs. Those
Nice.
are, it's taken me a while to find what works for me because I'm left-handed shooter. So I get a lot of gas blowback. But, man, my favorite rifle to shoot is the SIG Spear.
No kidding.
I have two of them.
I got to get one.
I don't get any gas blowback hardly. I have a Hux can and is it CGS has a can? CGS. Man, being left, my first can ever was the Surefire one. Great can. But man, when I was shooting, it felt like somebody was just throwing sand in my face. And I actually had to go to the hospital because I got an infection from gas in my cheek from sweating. And
Are
it
you
just
kidding me?
absorbed. I go to the doctor and get it drained. And I was like,
Holy
dude, I'm
shit.
never shooting suppressed again. This sucks. I don't care how cool it looks. This sucks. I'm sitting here in a doctor's office with a needle and they're pulling it all out.
My God.
I'm like, dude, I'll just wear hearing protection. And then, some of these industries and, SIG did a phenomenal job with that rifle. I love it. I run it. We have thousands of rounds and I have another one that just sits in my safe that if, shit hits the fan, it hasn't been ran a bunch and it's new, it's nice. It's a multi-cam one that they made.
Nice.
That's the best rifle on the market, in my opinion.
I'm
That's
going to
just-
get one.
Dude, it's a great gun.
I'm going to have to call Jason over at SIG and get one.
Dude, you're going to have to, because I'm telling you right now, that thing is smooth.
Well, Blake, if you don't mind, could we say the prayer on the big one?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing all that information.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Cheers.
No matter where you're watching Sean Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.